Hey, how's everyone doing? Mike here, back in the RC corner. Glad you tuned into this episode. And as you can see, I got two trucks here. These are more of the popular ones over the past year on my channel. These are HOSIM. You can find these on Amazon. They also will be under different brand names. I've seen them under, I think, Flytech. You can also find it under GP Toys. These are very popular models now, and bonus being on Amazon, you can order these and they will come to you fairly quickly. And especially if you don't want to order from, you don't have a local hobby shop or anything, and you want to get an RC, these make very good beginner RCs. Over here we have the 9155, and this is the 9125. Now this model has been out longer than this one, and I've gotten some people asking me, because I seem to be one of the more popular channels on YouTube that features these models, is what is the difference between the two. They're both deemed to be 12 scale models. As you see, I've already taken the clips off the bodies. They look very similar, but you will see over here on the newer one that the wheelbase is slightly smaller. So these wheels are closer together than they are on here, and we'll get into that a little bit more. The body shell is actually different too. As we'll see, as we take it off, is slightly shorter, and the mounting posts holes are in different spots. We'll just do a quick comparison here, other than the electronics, which is quite obvious. As you can see here, the body post mounts are bigger. These are much smaller. And a lot of people want to know, are the parts comparable from one to the other? If I break an A-arm on the 9125, can I find the parts from the 9115? I'm going to get these numbers all mixed up somewhere in this video, I bet. But anyways, can I take them and put them over into here? And the answer is no. Yes and no. If you wanted to switch the A-arms, you'd have to switch them all, because the A-arms on this one are longer than this one. Then you'd have to do the drive or the dog bones and everything. So if you're just doing one for one, definitely not. I was thinking there was a possibility to be a lot of things be compatible, but it appears not so when you do this kind of comparison. Now, this model came with plastic shocks. I have upgraded the shocks. The shocks, though, are longer here, and if you notice too on this model, they're more upright. Over here they slope in more, so it gives a little bit lower squat. I'd be interested to see, I never checked the amount of oil in these shocks, but they definitely feel a lot less than these. These are filled with oil. I checked those when I bought those and installed them. So these ones definitely feel like there's not as much shock oil in it. It gives it a little lower squat. I don't mind that so much, because it gives it a little bit lower center of gravity, and just, you know, makes it a little easier to drive. It won't roll over so easily. So just a few things that are compatible are the bumpers. I can notice some of these parts here, hinge pins on the top. These metal parts, they look like they're pretty compatible, but other than that, I'd say like 95% of the parts are not compatible per model. Just off a glance, just the bumpers. I'm sure you could probably switch the shocks over. It wouldn't make a much difference, but there is total different, as you can see here. These are definitely, some are similar, but the arms are longer. It looks like this is similar to that. That is probably similar to that. But to be safe, I would definitely say stick to the model parts for the model you're looking for, just to be safe. If you're stuck, you can try the certain metal parts. They look like they're the same, and the bumpers. But other than that, you could probably switch. Obviously, the wheels could probably be switched over. You know, easy thing, the hexes and all that stuff. Those are generally common. These, I think, are 12 millimeter. Other than that, I would definitely say, you know, the chassis is different. As you can tell, you can see here that this one is a little narrower. try and make that easiest so you can see. So as you can see, the wheels are just, it's just a little narrower, and of course the chassis is totally different, as this is single motor in here. That's looks to be like a 540 in there, and over here we have dual 380s, and the battery clips in this tray. Single here, and over here you get two batteries that come with it with this little harness, and they use Velcro. You could run it on one if you so desire, but this way they run them in parallel, so you get two 1500 milliamp lipos in this one, and so then putting them in parallel will give you 3000 in total. Whereas this one here, you could do the same too, but then you'd have to run a battery strap, plus there's obstruction here from what's underneath it. Yeah, just make it a lot bulkier and stuff like that. I do find the run times on these are really good though, and these batteries are quite excellent. I'm a little bit worried though, I don't think that these are LiPo batteries. These seem like they're 18650s together, so my guess these are light ions in here, and that labeling's wrong. The best part about these is buying them from Amazon, especially if you're a Prime member already. They will ship to you very quickly, and they put the box inside of a box, so it's well protected. I've never had an issue with Amazon deliveries being damaged or anything like that, and a lot of times these are sitting in the warehouse at the Amazon warehouse, so they get fulfilled quick. Prime members usually get them in a day or two after you order it. I mean, obviously things are delaying now at the time of this video because of COVID, but all in all, this model here is roughly $20 more than this model. I'll leave links where you can find it. I live in Canada, so I'll leave the links for Amazon Canada, and you can switch it over to wherever country you are from to take a look. So overall conclusion, are these the same? No, they are not the same. Part swap over, very minimal, very minimal. I suggest not to. You can find always parts under the GP Toys model, and go to their website. Also, there's other China sites that will sell these parts, and you can get a lot of these parts too from Amazon. So guys, thanks for tuning into this. Hope this answers some of your questions. I give these models a thumbs up. They're great beginner models, and they're a lot of fun, and they can take I'd say a medium amount of abuse as you drive them. They've held up well for me. The only issue I've ever had is this one, and the servo went bad. Had to put a new servo in. That was a 5-wire servo. So other than that, that's it for me today. Thanks for tuning into this, guys. Hope you're doing well again. Take care, peace out, and we'll catch you on the next one.